Hi guys, so here we have a little video just showing you my new brushes. I know you guys have been waiting for these a long time, so have I. So here is just a quick little show round of the brushes, the different sizes and shapes I've got, and how to prep, and a little bit of my bead pickup and stuff like that. So these are the brushes, fresh out of the pack. So first of all, what you want to do is obviously remove the plastic covering, and then to prep your brush, you're just going to kind of like flick away the lacquer. Now when brushes are made in the factory, there is like a lacquer placed on the bristles to keep them in a nice sharp point. So you're going to want to remove that. So I'm just quickly showing you the actual brushes, how they work. Obviously you can see that the handle becomes the lid, so it makes for nice easy storage. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to just kind of break that seal and just make sure all of the dust comes away. So make sure there's no white powdery kind of like, it looks a bit like a if you've used a cheap hairspray, and when you break it out of your hair you get that kind of like crispy whitiness, so it looks a bit like that. So you just want to make sure you've got all of that white off, no dust in the brush, and then you can dip in your monomer how you usually would. So your usual dip in the monomer to remove any of the air bubbles, and then I just kind of roll along my kitchen towel to create that nice point that I want to work with. So same with the little two there, so just getting out all of that lacquer into that monomer and then shaping, and as you can see just twisting it there, getting a nice roll to get that into a nice point. Now most new brushes, when you originally start using them, will take a few goes to properly break in, but just within 1 or 2 sets you'll be fine. It just takes a little while to get them how you want them. See, it goes a little fluffy, and then just in the monomer, and then straight to that nice point again. So that's all ready to be used. And the final brush, which is the 12, this is a big boy. So just getting rid of all of that dust. Making sure there's no white fluffy dust, because you don't want any of that lacquer, you don't want that to be in there when you then dip it in the monomer. And then again just roll that brush, getting into that nice point. Always make sure whenever you've finished using your brushes, dip them in monomer, make sure they're free of any acrylic glitter, anything like that, and shape them. Try not to throw your monomer all over your desk, obviously that's not ideal. This is why I always work with a towel underneath, because I'm very clumsy. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you just a little comparison of the sizes. So the 3 main brushes for your salon work, competition work, whatever, are the 8, 10 and 12, and they are all rounds, and then the size 2 oval is for your 3D work. It's a small brush collection at the moment, but these were my favourites, the ones I use the most, so they're the ones I wanted to bring out first. And remember, always put your lids back on, and always store your brushes with the bristles pointing down. That way the monomer drains out of the brush rather than getting into the body of the brush, and that can affect the glue that's holding the bristles together. So now I'm just going to show you a bit of my pickup with these. So I'm starting off with the 8. So I'm just showing you how I quite slowly, 1, 2, 3, and that's how I pick up a larger bead, and then 1, 2, 3, pick up a smaller bead. And I'm going to do this with all 3 brushes so you get an idea of the size of bead they pick up. Now the size 8, I've done a few sets with it today, and I'm usually a size 10 girl. So for me, 8 and 10 is perfect for your salon work, but I do know a lot of people like their big boys, which is why I've got the 12 as well, but that picks up a monster of a bead. So there you go. So my fast and slow, and that is how I get my different bead sizes. So if you know you need a big bead, just take your time to kind of go 1, 2, 3, like I'm doing here, 1, 2, 3, and that's picked up as you can see, a huge bead. And then if you need a smaller bead, 1, 2, 3. There. So that then gives you an idea of the size beads that these brushes pick up. And as you saw, as soon as I finish using it, I always give them a good dip in the monomer and wipe and reshape before putting them away. So there you go, that will give you an idea, because a lot of people ask for comparisons compared to other brushes. I can't always compare to other brands, so there's a good idea for pickup. Now I'm going to do just a quick one. This is using the size 8, and I'm just going to show you how I pick up my glitter. So again, size 8, you can get a decent sized clear bead. 1, 2, 3. Decent sized cover pink, so there's an idea of the size bead you're picking up, and then quick bead, little wet bead, and then I do it about a 50-50, so the same amount of acrylic to the same amount of glitter. Again, little bead, little wet bead in the Superfine. There you go. So that just gives you an idea of how I pick up my glitters as well. So that's it, guys. Just a little show around my new brushes. I hope you like them. They're all available now. Any questions, comments or requests, just pop it all below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.